Hi guys, it's Josh here, and today's episode I'm going to be talking about marketplaces and auction houses, for example, and just generally places where you can buy and sell goods in your online game. So for this example, I'm going to be using Elder Scrolls Online and Guild Wars 2, because Guild Wars 2 has an auction house, and ESO has guild merchants, or guild stores, or guild traders, for example. So the benefits of an auction house are it's very hard to flood the market in an auction house. There's always going to be a demand, and there's always going to be people selling. In Guild Wars 2, if you don't know, you can put buy orders and sell orders. So you can say, I want to buy this item for this much and that much only. Or if you're selling the items, you can say, I want this much for this item, and that is it. No, nothing below. So the positive about this is it keeps the prices fairly similar. However, the buy order is always going to be lower than the sell order. However, there is always going to be people needing the item immediately, so they will just buy directly from the sell order. So it's an even economy, basically. For Guild Merchant in Elder Scrolls Online, there's multiple guilds. They sell their products at different prices. There's a max guild cap you can be in. So it's a fairly unstable economy. Unstable. So if, for example, someone tries to flood the market with 10,000 of a particular ingredient, for example, what's going to happen in the auction house is people will just start to undercut that person in price. So you get undercutting. However, because there is always a constant demand, the undercutting will just get brought up really quickly. So the undercutting gets removed, basically leaving the person with 10,000, the lowest price. So that will slowly start to go down. And then that will mean the market is not flooded. Generally because there's an option for people to sell lower. Unless they're selling for stupidly low, it shouldn't be a big problem because there's always going to be a demand. Because there's hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people looking to buy one item. In a guild merchant, it's a different. You can only have, I think, 400 or 500 people maximum, and there's a lot more than that playing the game. And you can only be in 5, I think, guilds, so it's really, really limited. So you're actually you're limited. You're limited. So this creates an unstable economy. Generally because items are priced higher in one guild, lower in another. You can buy and sell in the other guild and all that sort of fun stuff. Reselling, it's called. So you get reselling. So people are doing this to make a profit. However, if someone says, I want to flood this economy, this guild, with 10,000 of an item, for example, that is really going to mess the economy up because everyone in that guild is going to say, this price is really cheap. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to sell it in another guild at a cheaper price. So it's going to lower the overall cost of the item over the game. Now that's going to cause a chain reaction because if the price is going down, everyone's going to be like, I need to sell. I need to sell, sell, sell. And if they use Master Merchant, for example, they will just cancel and they will relist at the lower average price. So the price is going to keep going down. And it won't start evening out until the demand goes back up. Generally, me, for example, if I see an item going down, I will wait a while for it to go down a bit more into its like even lowest price. However, I know some people will not do this and they will just buy directly straight away because they need the item. So the market will start going back up. And that's how you get different average prices, basically. Now, the one I think is better is definitely the Guild Merchant in Elder Scrolls Online, just because you can earn a lot more money from reselling than you can in Guild Wars 2 Auction House, because there's such a large demand, and there's one auction house for, let's say, 1 million people. So there's 1 million people trying to buy from this one auction house. that is going to cause really competitive prices, and there's going to be very, very little money. I think the highest I've made a flip for is like 5 gold, which really isn't much if you want to do it like to earn money. You can earn a lot faster by doing dungeon runs, for example. Guild merchanting, you can buy items if you use Master Merchant, for example. There's no mods for Guild Wars, there is for ESO. You can get Master Merchant, and say this item is worth 50% more than what it's currently selling for. You know, it's really much easier to make money, which I like doing personally. I like to have a secondary source of income, which is definitely reselling. So I'm going to end the video here because I think I'm just blabbering on now, but I hope I've sort of explained why some games don't like auction houses, just because it's really just basic and it's really hard to flood the market. And I think that makes the game really just, not fun, boring. I think if you're having a market, it really should be just a random price. It goes up and down, goes all over the place. There might be too much supply, too much demand, for example. And I think it's a bit more realistic in a game. So stay tuned, guys, if you want some more of these different guides and sort of tutorials and just me explaining stuff a bit better. And yeah, I'll see you soon.